Another feature of Google Maps is a 3D view, and for a lot of areas they have topographical information that's kind of laid over the map, and so you can really get a sense of what the lay of the land is like. It's in cities as 3D models for all the buildings, and it's in some areas out in the world where you can see kind of the hills and valleys and things like that. So this picture on my desktop is from Yosemite National Park. This is Half Dome Rock, and we're going to take a look at that in the 3D view of Google Maps. So I'll go up here and I'll type in Yosemite National Park, which is here, and I'm just going to close this tab over there. And we're going to switch to the satellite view again. So click on Earth, and here's what it looks like. And down here on the right, you'll see there's a button for 3D. So I'm going to click that, and you'll see there's a little bit of a perspective change. And so as I move around, if I hold down the Control button on my keyboard while I click and drag, you can see kind of the perspective change here. So let me zoom in. Right down here is Yosemite Valley, and you can see it sort of falling into place there, and you get a sense of the 3 dimensions. And so I will rotate this around. Again, I'm holding Control to spin that, and I can zoom in. And again, this is all like satellite data that they've taken along with the images, so they know the exact elevations of these different things. And so you can just kind of move around and do some hiking from your computer. So we'll zoom in here. And as we look up, there's Half Dome over there. And so I don't think I'm in quite the right spot for the image we were looking at. Maybe this is a little better. Okay, so something, I don't know, something like that. Somewhere down there they took that picture. And so that is what that looks like. Here's the real picture right there. So it was a little closer to the ground, obviously, but that is the place. And so that's pretty amazing that you can see that. So I'll zoom back out here. And that's the whole Yosemite Valley. You can see it right there. If you go to cities, if we go to Seattle, and we do the same thing, we go to 3D perspective, which is right down here. And then we zoom in on the city. Get the same kind of effect. Here is here's CenturyLink Field, and we can rotate around that. You can look inside of it, and there's Safeco over there. And then as we pull back a little bit, we go towards the city proper. Here's the downtown area, and you can see all these buildings are rendered in 3D. So you can rotate around, you can see the whole city, all different sides. Okay, and I imagine there's some educational applications for that as well. I just thought if you're looking at the lay of the land and you're able to see how hills and valleys and mountain ranges show up, maybe you have a discussion about national borders and defensible positions, in historical battles, or maybe water rights and where our water comes from. And you can see that being downhill from a good water source is a great place to be. But here's kind of the hills and the Cascades. You can look around and see some of that. Okay, I hope you find some uses for that as well.